In this video, we're going to talk about using the normal calculator on StatCrunch to find z-scores and percentiles. First of all, you're going to hit the StatCrunch tab on the left-hand toolbar of My Stat Lab. Then you're going to pick Visit StatCrunch website. The next page, you're going to open StatCrunch. From the StatCrunch menu, you're going to pick Calculators and then scoot down to Normal Calculator. So let's see how to use the normal calculator. Suppose we wanted to find on the standard normal curve the probability that a z-score exceeds 0.65. First of all, we'd make sure we had clicked on standard. The default is a mean of 0, the standard deviation 1, the standard normal curve. And we want to find the probability, it says x, but it really means z. The probability that z is greater than 0.65. And we're going to hit compute, and it reports that that probability is 0.2578. And notice you've got a nice visual here where you see 0.65 on the z-scale, and you've got the area shaded above 0.65. Similarly, the probability that we'll find a z-score between negative 1.8 and positive 1.5. Now we're going to switch from standard, which would be a less than or a greater than, to the between. And we get this option here to supply the boundary values. On the left-hand side, we have between negative 1.8, and on the positive side, we have 1.5. We check our visual. That looks good. So we're going to hit compute, and we have the reported area between those two z values of 0.8973. Now we're going to take a look at percentiles. We want to find the z-score that cuts off the highest 40% of the standard normal curve. So we're going to click on, we want the highest, so that would be a greater than. So we're going to make sure we have a greater than selected. And now, instead of supplying a z-score, we're going to supply an area. We want the area above z to be 0.4. So we put in the 0.4, and it reports back that the z-score is going to be 0.2533. So we're basically working the process backwards here, supplying the area, finding the z-score. Similarly, the lowest 6% of the standard normal curve, what will that z-score be? So we're going to change it from greater than to less than because we want the lowest. The area is going to be 6%, or in decimal form 0.06. We check out our visual, an area of 0.06. The z-score is negative 1.55 if we round this 48. And finally, the z-score that's going to cut off the middle 80% of the standard normal curve. So we want between, because we want two boundary values, the middle, and the middle is going to be 80%, and we're going to supply the area. We're going to hit compute, and the boundary values are plus and minus 1.2816.